Welcome back, collectors, and thank you once again for taking time out of your day to tune into another Diecast Emporium episode. Today we're going to be looking at a long discontinued model, but one of my favorites, certainly one of the best concrete mixers you can get in 1:50 scale. This is the Oshkosh S-Series Front Discharge Mixer in 1:50 scale by TWH. They made a variety of these trucks in multiple different liveries or paint schemes. This version is in the colorful 4X concrete livery. The item number is TWH 075/01215. The box reads Oshkosh S Series collectible die-cast model 1:50 scale. As you can see on the side of the box, it has a lot of colorful and high-quality print photos of the cement mixer at work on the job site. And on the back, it reads, the Oshkosh S-Series Front Discharge Mixer is the leader among ready-mix producers because our number one priority is to help you maximize payload and build your bottom line. We do this by listening and incorporating your ideas into our trucks. You get high productivity vehicles that are safer, more reliable, and backed by the industry's best support network. Oshkosh S-Series Front Discharge, where your input improves our output. And then this small paragraph over here reads, Oshkosh and McNeilis, partners in support. Working together with our sister company, McNeilis, we provide the high-performance equipment and 24/7 comprehensive service backup that you need to keep your competitive edge in a grueling business environment. All right, so with all the sales stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and take a look at it. So as I said before, unfortunately, a number of years ago now, TWH went the way of the dodo bird and unfortunately went out of business. So these trucks now, you can find them on places such as eBay, but they are very, very expensive. So first thing out of the package, you have a pointer and a reprint of the original truck's sales brochure. This has a lot of high-quality photos and information. It's really worth a look through and a read, but we're not going to do that in this video. Pull apart the styrofoam, and inside there is the concrete truck. Let's go ahead and take it out. There she is. There is also a bag of parts in here that have to be fitted to the truck. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get the packaging out of here, and we'll start the assembly. So in this bag, you have mirrors, as well as a strap, and a couple pins. And the pins and things are used for back of here, where you can put a pin in the back of this if you want to. And then you can also put another pin on the front of the tow hitch here on the front of the truck, if you so desire to do that. The second bag contains 2 chute extensions, which are obviously self-explanatory, and I'll show you how those are used. So let's go ahead and get the chute extensions out of the bag first. Now, as I mentioned, they did this style truck in a number of different company paint schemes. I personally thought that this was probably the most attractive, the coolest looking to me, and that's why I chose to purchase this. They also offered a just plain out white version for those customizers out there that want to perhaps replicate a company livery of their choosing. And I've seen quite a lot of impressive paint schemes of real company trucks that have been custom painted. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. And before you do that, there is a little piece of tape on here that has to be cut. So let's carefully cut the tape without chipping the model, which is always something you don't want to do. So let's figure out where's the best place to cut this. I guess right here. So we will carefully cut this piece off. And then we'll be able to continue on with the review. So as you can see, it comes pre-assembled with really one chute extension on right here. And then you get 2 extras. And the way that they work is they just clip over the other two. So it's pretty simple. We can just get it in the holes. There we go. So there's chute extension 1. And you can see here these 2 notches. And you put the 2 notches in the holes. Make sure you get them lined up. Like that. Can be a little finicky, especially the first time, because the paint tolerances sometimes are a little thick. Like on this one, for example. But we'll get it squared away. Hopefully, eventually. Not sure why that it's giving us grief here, but okay, so that's why. Okay, so that's why it's giving us an issue. Alright, so let's try and do it this way. There we go. Okay. So now we have it fixed. Sorry about that. Just took a little bit of finagling. And there you have it. So there's the 2 chute extensions that are on it. Okay. So now let's get the mirrors on. You guys have been asking me on Instagram to do a full assembly in one of these reviews. Normally I have the stuff already assembled, so those of you complaining about the length of this particular video, somebody asked for it. So here are the mirrors. There are 2 different styles. So there's this style and then this style. So it looks like this is the left-hand mirror. And it is. Okay, so there's the left-hand mirror, and this is the right-hand mirror. Okay, those went on without an issue. And we'll put a couple of the hitches in, why not? We're going to go all out, let's go all out. Probably should use a pair of tweezers here. Be a little bit easier. I'll try and just do it this way. Okay, so there's a pin in there on the front. And a pin on the back. Maybe. Let's try this smaller pin. Okay. Alright. Let's just leave it off for now. The only other thing in there is this little strap right here. And this, if you want to leave the chute extensions off, you can strap them to the side of the truck. Last thing we need to do for assembly is take this annoying rubber band piece off here, and that prevents the engine housing from the engine cover from opening. But the way they have it, you guys can see this, they have this thing completely wrapped around. So instead of wasting time just leaving it in one piece, let's just separate it. Just separate it in one piece. I have no idea why they chose to do that. It's coming, slowly but surely. There it is. All right. Okay, so there is the engine housing open and it closed. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Alright, now that we are 11 minutes into the video, our assembly is complete. So that is the full truck. You have the chute extensions at full extension. You have your mirrors on. You have your front pin in. You have the engine cover strap removed. Now we can take a look at the details. The first thing that you will notice is that the truck has working front steering, although the range is very limited, but you can pose it in either the left or right direction. Also, as you can probably tell here, your mirrors do fold in and out. Your drum does rotate freely. As you saw before, the engine cover does raise, and inside you can see a very detailed engine with a lot of components that have been painstakingly recreated, and they're different on both the left and the right side. Additionally, the driver's door does open. As you can see here. And inside is a detailed interior. Obviously, the side on the right does not open on these trucks. Put our mirror back on. So as you can tell, a lot of the detail parts are a bit finicky. Obviously, a way around this is you could, of course, glue your mirrors and things on, which I don't particularly recommend. I don't like doing that. But if you're just going to have this either in a display or on a shelf, then it shouldn't be an issue with the mirrors constantly popping off because you're not constantly touching it. The functionality of the chute. Obviously, it will go left, raise, go to the right. You saw the chute extensions. You can take these off, and then, of course, you could fold up these out of the way. I mentioned the pin. You have detailed painted-in lights, a lot of small graphics, whether they be warning graphics, the 4X logo up here, the Oshkosh truck logo here. On the right passenger side, the fender, that is all die-cast. The drum itself is plastic. The engine cover is plastic. The cab itself is die-cast. The wheels are obviously rubber. And that allows us to take a look underneath here at the tread pattern is amazing on this truck. Very realistic. You can see all the lines going underneath. It features working suspension. You can see the spring right there. rubber mud flaps. And I'm not 100% sure, but I believe, and I'm not going to do it on this video, we've already gone long enough, but I believe that you can raise these axles. I believe you can raise this axle, and this axle, raise and lower it. So there you have it, guys. That is a quick recap and review of the TWH Oshkosh S-Series front discharge mixer. A very, very cool piece of equipment in 1:50 scale. Unfortunately, discontinued. So again, if you are interested in finding one of these, I would encourage you to look on eBay and places such as that. Fantastic functionality, fantastic detail, including, I did want to show you the see-through engine. You can actually see different components back there as well. But just an amazing piece of model engineering here. Well worth the price. Certainly if you want a front discharge mixer next to many of the existing rear discharge mixers that have been in the market for quite some time. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next video.